the Samwu strike in Tshwane has been declared unlawful and about 100 workers have been fired. But despite this, the Municipal Workers Union is not backing down. Samwu-affiliated workers will down tools yet again come Monday. The industrial action is crippling service delivery in the capital. And eNCA reporter Pule Letshwiti-Jones is out and about on the streets of Pretoria and joins us live. Pule, good afternoon to you and thank you so much for joining us. I mean, it has been back and forth with the municipality, Samwu strike workers, but they seem very determined that they're going to continue even that the strike has been declared illegal.
Definitely, and right now I'm joined by some of the affected residents just to tell us their story about how these strike has affected them. Guys, thank you very much for chatting to me. Just tell me, how, as a resident, have you been affected? We understand also your rubbish hasn't been collected. How has it affected you?
It affected me because it's very unsanitizing, and we look into it on a permanent basis when we escape or not go out of our residence. It is like a sore eye for everyone around us, and it just affects us badly because we don't know what to do with our rubbish that we dispose of. And yeah, it's very health hazard for everyone around us as well.
How long has it not been collected?
It's been collected now since 4 weeks ago, and we don't know when it would be collected. Yes.
All right. Also, issue for yourself as a resident as well?
Wow, it stinks a lot, hey? And the environment's not nice. So we're hoping for someone to help us out, just to collect the rubbish. There we're at.
How long has it been?
4 weeks now.
4 weeks?
Yes.
And what are you doing now with the rubbish?
Oh, well, we're dumping it ourselves.
Yeah.
Put it in the car, drive it away, and yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. Councillor, of course, it's been quite concerning for the residents. They're dumping rubbish themselves. What's the plan in this area as well? Because we know this area is one which has been largely affected as well.
We have done quite a lot in this area to resolve the issue. A big backlog has been cleared. Unfortunately, earlier this week, there was a big setback when one of the private trucks was burned. It was not a city truck or a city contracted truck, because we've got a very big security on our own, but it was a private contractor whose truck got burned on the site, and that made all of the city's contractors withdraw their trucks as well, which brought us into a big backlog. But we're continuing to make plans. We are continuing to not sit back and just let it happen. Like the residents say, as a community, we stand together. Largely, I think you've seen it now speaking to people as well. Largely, a lot of the people just feel like, let us do what needs to be done. Let us not cave into the demands of the strikers. Let's ensure that law and order returns to the city.
In your community as well, are you also now having to resort to the fact of hiring private, rubbish collectors to try and, fight this backlog?
Yeah, we are. We're working a lot with private rubbish collectors, but we are also working with the city. And in this specific area, we have got a very big security contingent that actually follows the rubbish collectors out. But what we have known is, I don't know, Pule, but if you're aware, but we went to the police station yesterday to open up a case of a number of different allegations against these strikers. This is after we saw a Telegram group with screenshots of how the strikers are conspiring their actions. And one of the things that we saw in there is that waste specifically is being weaponized by the strikers. And they are using this to try to get residents to turn against the mayor so that residents can force the mayor to actually cave to the demands of the strikers. But what we are seeing is that instead of it being weaponized and residents turning against the mayor, they're actually turning against the strikers and saying that you will not get a hold of the city. We are backing and standing behind our mayor.
Thank you very much. As the council in this area of Vapatrant in the eastern part of Pretoria, we're speaking to, of course, and the residents as well who say they've been affected and they're quite concerned that this, rubbish not being collected can be quite health hazardous. But let's just take a listen to what the city had to say earlier on when we spoke to them. Of course, we will be visiting as well some of the affected townships later on in the day in the city of Tshwane.
Yeah, Pule, just before we let you go, I mean, just to give context as well, the fact that this standoff emanates from the fact that the South African Municipal Workers Union in Tshwane feels that they are due their increases because this hasn't happened over 2 years or so. And then the stalemate came about when the city mayor, Celia Brink, said they simply cannot afford to give increases in terms of salaries. It's gone to the courts, interdicts back and forth, and the Samwu workers are still adamant that they'll continue with this strike. It doesn't seem like there's an amicable end in sight, and yet communities continue to suffer.
Yeah, well, that's been the case from the city of Tshwane as well. We've dismissed just about 100 workers who have embarked on the illegal strike as well. They're simply saying they cannot afford. And next week we understand that it will be a very crucial meeting between the city of Tshwane as well as the union Samwu, who will be meeting with the bargaining council as well, just to find a way forward as to how they can try and alleviate this backlog of rubbish not being collected. But of course, the city has remained quite steadfast in their message to say that they simply do not have the money to pay the demands of the workers, which we understand is about 3.5% from 2020 to 2021. And an additional 5.4% for this financial year as well. So you can imagine how much that will cost the city. And Celia Brink, of course, the mayor of the city of Tshwane, has made it quite clear that if they were to press the push button, which would see the workers getting paid, really it would cause a financial crisis in the city in terms of some of their workers as well who are in the municipality not being paid as well. So it is quite a concerning matter, but of course it seems as though we may be seeing a form of resolving this issue when that dialogue and conversation happens on Wednesday between the union, the city of Tshwane, and of course the bargaining council to try to pave a way forward.